learned President Trump's handpicked new U.S. Attorney Lindsay Halligan presented her case to the grand jury against former FBI Director James Comey. So let's get to our Chief Justice correspondent, Pierre Thomas. And Pierre, what have you learned on this?
David, sources tell us that the federal grand jury in Alexandria has just indicted former FBI Director James Comey on 2 felony counts, one for allegedly making false statements to Congress and also for obstruction of justice. Tonight, on orders from President Trump, the new U.S. Attorney for the Eastern District of Virginia, Lindsay Halligan, urging a grand jury to indict former FBI Director James Comey. Halligan, who was once one of the president's personal attorneys, sworn into the job earlier this week after sources tell us Trump forced out her predecessor for failing to bring charges against several of his political enemies, including Comey. Trump said he hoped Halligan would get things moving.
We have to act fast. If they're not guilty, that's fine. If they are guilty or if they should be charged, they should be charged. And we have to do it now.
Sources tell ABC News earlier this week, prosecutors presented Halligan with a memo recommending that Comey not be charged with the crime, saying there was not enough evidence. But Halligan, an insurance lawyer who has never prosecuted a case, went ahead anyway, hoping to convince the grand jury there was probable cause to charge Comey with lying to Congress and obstruction of justice. Tonight, we're learning the Justice Department is now looking into reasons to indict the group funded by another Trump enemy, billionaire Democratic donor George Soros, who the president has said should be put in jail. Sources tell ABC News top federal prosecutors around the country received a letter this week from the Justice Department ordering them to investigate Soros' philanthropic organization, the Open Society Foundation. It listed potential charges to consider, ranging from material support for terrorism, arson, wire fraud, and racketeering.
Everything's on the table right now.
I don't think anybody has to ask, because if you look at Soros, he's at the top of every. In fact, sometimes they say, could he be involved in this many things?
A spokesman for Soros' group defending their work as peaceful and lawful, calling DOJ's move politically motivated attacks on civil society meant to silence speech the administration disagrees with. Again, sources telling us the federal grand jury in Alexandria has just indicted former FBI Director James Comey on 2 felony counts, one for allegedly making false statements to Congress and also for obstruction of justice, David.
Pierre Thomas with the breaking news tonight. Pierre, thank you.